Actually, we were supposed to get married in 2007. Originally.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Oh, we were planning the whole wedding.
Don't remember.
Oh, you know.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. My name is Ashley, and if you're returning, welcome back. So today we're going to be discussing something that I have been anxious to discuss since I found out about it. So this is going to be part 2 of the discussion about T.I. and Tiny reconciling their relationship and the infidelities, the control, the manipulation, and just everything that I think about this situation. So if you are interested in my thoughts on this situation, then please keep watching. So T.I. and Tiny were together for 10 years prior to getting married. For me, that's a lot. That's a long time. But given the circumstances of their careers and everything like that, I can probably understand it. In the beginning of the episode, they talked about what led them to get married.
Yeah, well, anyway, that didn't work out. You know, we had
It was my fault, probably.
Of course it was.
See, that is the assumption. You see, that is the assumption. When we learned in counseling that it takes 2 people.
Well, they say that, but I really feel like sometimes it takes one, because one person could be like they're dealing with it and dealing with it and dealing with it and still trying to make things work, and the other person can be just doing the opposite.
So basically, T.I. got married, from what I gathered, off the strength of just wanting to live life with someone, and if he wasn't going to do it then he probably would have never done it. And this is the person that he had the most time in with. This is the person that he had children with, so it just made sense. So to me, that is a danger. It sounds dangerous to me because it sounds like you really weren't ready. A lot of people do that. I'm starting to realize I feel like now, after living a little bit, I feel like marriage is a business, and it's just something that people don't want to say out loud, but I do feel it is a business. Because I don't want any copyright issues, I'm not going to be playing the whole video and all this and that, but I will tell you what I gathered from the conversation. It was interesting though. It didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. It definitely showed both sides of what led to certain things. So the first stint in jail, Tiny rode that out with T.I. And then the second stint in jail, T.I. said that they spent a lot of time together prior to him going to jail the second time. So he felt like things would just go right back to the way they were when he left. And Tiny, you know, she had to become self-sufficient, and she had to take over the household and play 2 different roles, a feminine role and a masculine role. I don't think that T.I. fully grasped that. When he came home, the attitude was different, and she had to do what she had to go do. So that's where he started feeling like less than, which is understandable. You know, the answer to that wouldn't be to go out and get new relationships and, you know, entertain other women, but the way some men deal with insecurities. And a lot of men don't want to hear that. No man wants to hear that he's insecure. No man wants to hear that he needs validation. Okay, so if we don't say it, then we just know it. It's like there's just certain things that you just don't do when you're secure with yourself. It's a cold hard truth. It's a fact. Okay, so I guess the first time they tried to deliver the papers to T.I., he was nowhere to be found. Men will do this. In a lot of situations, you have to risk it all to get it all. Tiny was saying that she didn't appreciate some posts that T.I. posted, whether it be on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, about how when you get married, the masculinity is taken from you and you have no more power and this, that, and the third. And Tiny said that it was insensitive. I mean, you know, of course it's insensitive. At some point, T.I.'s feelings were hurt. But being a man, a lot of men don't know how to express that their feelings are being hurt. So they take action. But when a woman takes action because her feelings are hurt, you know what that's called. So it's really about, to me, communication. But a lot of times I find that men just don't want to communicate the way that I want them to communicate. Let's continue. After a certain amount of time together, you would think you would know this person's triggers. T.I. said that he's a little slow. What I interpret that as is men being prideful and just not wanting to come off sensitive. As women, when we're hurt and when we're angry, we attack a man. You know, if he's not responding to us the way that we want him to verbally, then we will start attacking him, whether it be verbally or non-verbally. Their situation is very interesting because, like I said, in the beginning of the video, I felt like it was a ton of deflection. But Tiny interpreted the newfound energy that she was giving T.I. as him not having control anymore over her having to step up and play his role and her role. So now, see, when a woman has to do that, when a woman has to be 50-50 with you, build with you, or just be masculine overall, those situations don't work out because you end up feeling like less of a man. This is textbook stuff right here. You end up feeling like less of a man. So you go out and you go do X, Y, and Z, which also sabotages the relationship. Which is why Tiny was able to withstand so much from this man, because the financial security of the relationship. And it's not like she couldn't go out and get another person to take care of her financially, but she knew for fact this is the person that she was comfortable with. You know, a woman is going to be a woman.
What I want. I want somebody that if I tell her this, she's going to listen. And she's going to do this the way I want her to do it. And that's where he went. He went and found him somebody that he can be like, hey, don't move.
You could have always said whatever it is you wanted to say, even if that led to me saying, well, you know what, this ain't for me.
Okay, so that is very key here. T.I. it basically laid it out. You understood that I was going to be this way because this is the way I said things were going to go. In turn, I will take care of you 100%, your family, everything. When you give a man that much control, yeah, you better play the game. Tiny, like, she loved this man. She loved this man. She, like, clearly, like, she is in love with this man, because if she wasn't, she's too, how do I say this? I can't say she's too emotionally invested. Well, she is. I mean, she is. I mean, because if she removed her emotions from this situation, they probably wouldn't even be on Red Table Talk right now. She would be living her best life on a yacht somewhere with a pool boy named Rico. T.I. is taking care of so much financially that, yeah, you did sign up for that, Tiny. Unfortunately, you did. So, and I guess you just realized that this is not what you wanted.
When you have a man that says, don't work, don't this, I want to do this, I want to take care of everything, there's something hidden behind that. To me.
Yeah, it's like she doesn't get it. It's like, Tiny, are you okay? It's been so long, and this is the only person she's been with. But for me, it's like, yeah, I do want you to take care of things financially, but I never want to feel like I have to give up my career, or I should always have the choice. If she had the choice and she just decided, well, it's not worth it because I'm getting taken care of so well by my husband, then yeah, you did choose. You still should be setting something to the side, like, so in case you have to leave a situation, you can leave it. Like,
you asked me to not work and you was going to take care. I said, well, I got my mama doing this, so I'm going to take care.
Oh, so he asked her to not work. See, yeah, this is a different kind of situation. If he asked you not to work and you agreed to that, then you knew what you signed up for. And I guess it just got to the point where you were so heartbroken and hurt behind it, and it was being done sloppily, probably thrown in your face and stuff like that. How you start slacking off at home, and when we can tell a difference. If I can't tell a difference, how would I know you're cheating? If you start to act differently, then that lets me know inside, he has feelings for someone else. It's not just communicating, which communication leads to feelings anyway. But when you start taking away from what I'm getting, then we have a problem. Okay? So At a point, T.I. talked about, Jada asked him, well, what brought you back? Because just like she came back, you had a choice as well. So what brought you back? And it just always comes back to a vibe you can't find anywhere else, energy you can't find anywhere else, or it would take a long time to build that. And he mentioned having the best intimate life because of the energy. It's not just a physical thing, it's also emotional between them. So it is very hard for her to leave, and it's very hard for him to leave her as well, because you can go wham bam thank you ma'am, but if you're still missing something, then you're always going to come back to what you're missing. So
in any negotiation, in any deal, business or otherwise, never get what you deserve until you show you're willing to walk away.
When he said that and Jada made that face, she was like yeah, peep game.
Another thing that'll help you is, who do you think about when you have good news? First person that you rather discuss and discuss it with, share it with, and talk to about.
That's the part that sucks for me, is like when you've gotten so used to talking to someone on a regular basis, and it's not just a relationship, it's also a friendship, and when you don't really have a whole lot of outside friends, and I know people could say, well, go get friends. It's not as easy to go get friends as you all think it is. At least genuine people that you can really bond with and tell something to, and them be happy for you and whatever, I'm just saying. But and it's different ways that you want to tell certain things to people. You can go to your parents, but parents are parents, and your relationship is something different. That's the person that you are intimate with. It's different. You could tell someone else, someone new, what you have going on that's exciting for you, but you may not want to, because let's say it's about your career. Maybe you haven't even gotten to that point with them yet. I think that T.I. realized it's not so much about can Tiny go out and find another him. It's can you go out and find another Tiny. Like I said, it's just a different connection between the two of them. He could get a million bad, he could get a million beautiful women, but you know what it is with them. You know what they're after, and I don't think Tiny came into the situation like that because she had her own money. Understand that that man is super comfortable with you. Understand that what you have, whatever you guys have done or whatever, he's not going to get that anywhere else, and understand what that really means. So let's finish this up. If Tiny is smart, she's sitting something, because Tiny risked it all to get it all, right? So T.I. ended up trying to salvage the relationship, right? After she had went ahead and drawn up the divorce papers, sent them to him. Who won in the situation? T.I. knows that he has a good woman. T.I. is very comfortable with Tiny. Tiny probably knows things about T.I. that no one else knows. Duh. I think that Tiny has regained her power back. Now, if we're thinking about this from a gold digger standpoint, which this is not a typical gold digger standpoint, because girl, they got a lot of history. They got kids. I think they had kids before they even got married, right? So and that's another trap, but anyway, we're not gonna get on that right now. Tiny lost her power, but I think she has regained it because she drew up the divorce papers and was serious about it, and T.I. realized, wait a minute, I'm about to lose my star player, the only person that really knows me, the person that I could be myself around. And I think that until he's able to find that, which I don't think he will, I think he's gonna have to change his ways. So you guys let me know what you think down below, and I guess we will continue the discussion in the comment section. This was a very interesting episode. It was very girl, it gave me a headache, to say the least. Girl, I'll talk to y'all in the comment section. My head hurt. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.